Before you watch the fan cam, a big shout out to Stocks FC. It is the hub of buying into your favourite football players. That is right. If you wanted to buy Dewsbury Hall, I don't know why I'd buy Dewsbury Hall, to be fair. Let's pick a different player. If you wanted to buy Cole Palmer and then his performances went up, you could make some money as if he was a stock. Check out Stocks FC. There's a QR code on screen as well as a link in the description. Check it out. There's a website. And let me know how you get on, guys. Hello, everyone from Chelsea Fan TV. I'm outside Stamford Bridge after a 2-1 win against West Ham in the Premier League. As you can see, we've got West Ham's bus behind us as well, so they're going to have a fun trip home. Charlie, what did you think about the game?
Yeah, it wasn't great, mate. It wasn't great, but the most important thing was that we won, and that's all that matters. First half was dreadful, wasn't it? You were really poor.
Do you think that was the most boring half we've had all season? I mean, I was falling asleep watching it. It was just boring. That's the best word I would use to describe it.
I felt really tired watching it, and like I don't normally feel like that at football, but like I felt like I could fall asleep in that first half. We had one or two chances. Madueke, nice move. Probably should have scored. Jackson had an opportunity as well. But other than that, we didn't create very much. The Palmer free kick, I suppose. And then, yeah, it's an awful mistake from Colwell, but I don't want to be too harsh on him because at the moment, every week, whether it's goalkeeper or whatever, someone in that back line is constantly making a mistake. So it's not just a Colwell issue, it's a collective defensive issue that it doesn't matter what personnel are out there, week in, week out, someone is making a mistake in that back line. And that we've got to snap out of that. I mean, he went with Tosin today instead of Chalobah. I don't really know why he did that. I thought Chalobah was actually better than Colwell against City, to be perfectly honest. So I'm not really sure what the thinking was behind that decision. Tosin done okay, in all honesty. He did a really good block, by the way, at the end on Kudos to probably stop it from going 2-2. But yeah, I mean, I think it was a dreadful decision to do that, but it was one that I was a little bit confused by. Maybe it's not exactly like West Ham had aerial threat or anything, so I'm not really too sure about that. But yeah, mate, it was one of them. Half time, I thought things would get pretty toxic if we don't win this game. But luckily, we've got a deflected goal from Palmer. And the best thing about today was Maresca was proactive, and the subs made a difference. One thing I don't understand is, right, why not make them changes at half time? Why are you giving it 5 minutes in the second half?
See how the players respond, maybe?
What, 5 minutes?
I don't know.
They're not going to even touch the ball in 5 minutes. So yeah. To be fair, I look at that and felt, yeah, good, proactive. Guiu, I felt did okay. Had a little nasty slip at the end. I don't know how badly injured he is, if he's injured at all. Don't know what the issue of Jackson is either. But Neto made a massive difference. Big difference when he came on. That was his best performance in quite a while. He made a big impact, was dangerous, got the goal, looked to make things happen when he was on the ball. So yeah, no, mate, I'm pleased with the subs. I'm pleased that Maresca was proactive. But we've got to be real. It was a shit performance. But you know what? I couldn't care less because right now, when you're 1 win in 7, I don't care how we play, get the 3 points. We're back in the top 4 now, and hopefully we can try and build some momentum with this because at the moment we're struggling with momentum, we're struggling with consistency. But yeah, it wasn't pretty, but we just got the job done.
It's also nice as a manager. Anyone would know this. If you have more at your disposal, you'd think, all right, I've got different options that I can use throughout the game, but we didn't have João Felix today. We don't have Vega anymore.
For the rest of the season, João Felix.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like we've gotten rid of a lot of players, and we haven't brought in replacements. I know we just signed that 19-year-old from Saint Etienne for 12 million, but that's not really going to solve our problems unless you're looking for a little bit of midfield depth. I mean, do you feel confident with what we have that we can get top 4? Because I mean, we have so many fans that are really happy, myself included. Before the match, so it wasn't really that positive. It was quite doom and gloom. I think if we hadn't have won this match, it would have been quite toxic, to be honest with you.
It's because the window's been dog shit, mate.
Yeah.
We get a -10 out of 10, mate. It's crap. We've finished the window with a worse squad than we started with. How's that possible? You get rid of João Felix, okay, fine, whatever. If you're going to do that, at least bring a replacement in. We've now got one less attacking option and less depth in attack than we started the window with. Who's going to play an attack in a Conference League? What's going to happen if Palmer gets injured or Nkunku gets injured? Where's that covering a number 10? So I haven't got an issue with Felix going, but to not replace him is criminal. It's such a huge gamble and it's so unnecessary. And so yeah, I understand the negative feeling around the place because the window has been a complete embarrassment, mate. You've had 34 days and all you've done is sign another teenager in midfield for 12 million quid when you could have just fucking recalled someone. It wouldn't have cost you anything. I'm just losing massive faith in how we're operating. How you can not look at the squad and not address what we need in the summer and act like in this window and act like a serious football club. Why are we not doing that? How on earth do you think another 19-year-old midfield player is going to help us finish top four when we can't score any goals? We haven't got a striker. We haven't got a clinical striker. The decisions are baffling, mate. And for a £45 million signing to come in the summer, sign a 7-year deal, and then be shipped off on loan 6 months later, where's the accountability for that? That should be a sackable offence for the sporting directors. It's happened way too many times, but yet it's just treated as it's fine and it's acceptable. It's not. Maybe that happens once. That shouldn't be happening multiple times with multiple signings. It's unacceptable, and the squad building here is dog shit, mate. The options we've got now are worse than the options we entered the window with. So how on earth are we going to finish top four with a worse squad than we entered the window with?
Makes you empathise more with the manager.
Yeah, of course, and that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the manager for me is like, yeah, the manager takes responsibility for certain things, but you've got to look further above, mate. When you look at the way the squad's built, when you look at the way that he's not been backed in this window, how can you expect him to finish top four with those tools? Like, yeah, he'll give it his best try, but it shouldn't. If we don't finish top four, then the blame shouldn't be on him. The blame should be on those above him. Like, we all know what's going to happen. Another manager's head will probably roll, and those directors are just protected and can't do anything wrong. So, right now, mate, I have to be honest. Yes, we're fourth. I think with the options we've got, bro, I don't think we finished top four. I have to be honest.
You're not feeling confident?
No, because we haven't got enough options. You're confident with Mark Guiu as an alternative option?
I don't even think he's going to stay fit. He looks like he's injured after this one.
But are you confident with what we've got, mate? We've got less options than we started with. So how can I be confident we're going to finish top four and we addressed nothing in the window and made the squad worse?
I think the worrying thing is when you look at what Aston Villa and other clubs are doing and how much they're strengthening. Man City has spent over 200 million in January. It does make you think, what are we doing? Why aren't we moving in you don't expect it to spend that much, but one or two players just give us a little bit of a cushion.
Mate, when you've had 34 days to address issues and you don't address any of them, that's inexcusable. Inexcusable, mate. You look at competitors, City adding players, Villa adding players. We need to finish ahead of one of Newcastle, City and Villa, or maybe Forest. All them teams, Villa and City strengthened really well. Newcastle looking decent. Forest don't look like they're dropping off. You have to be honest, all them teams look better. Maybe not City right now, but Villa, Forest, and maybe not Villa, but Forest and Newcastle look better than us right now. And
well, those are the other two spots for top four,
including
exactly. Arsenal and Liverpool.
Yeah, no, I know, mate. So we're facing an uphill battle here, and we've only got ourselves to blame. And if we don't finish in the top four, it's because of this window. It's not because of anything this manager's done. It's because of this transfer window. We didn't give him the tools that we need. We're not afraid to spend money in the window. And don't tell me you can't sign players in January because you can, because other clubs are doing it. So why have we taken an active decision not to? That's what I don't get.
What about the performance as a whole? I mean, we just signed that new midfielder from St Etienne, as we alluded to earlier, Fernandes and Caicedo again. They're basically going to be expected to play every single week. Irrespective of what happens. I mean, first of all, what was your thought on them today, and do you think they can maintain this kind of form?
Caicedo was brilliant today. He was man of the match. Felt had a really, really good game. Had a really good game. Thought Enzo was okay, mate. Not as good as Caicedo, but he done a decent job. Mate, the guy that comes in, whatever the geezer's name from St Etienne is, Matisse Amagu or something. The guy's 19. He's not even starting for St Etienne that regularly at the moment. And this guy's not going to come in and start Premier League games. He's not ready to start Premier League games. So it's just baffling again, where you've got a 19-year-old in Sam Raksaki in the academy who you've used in the Conference League and stuff. Why spend 12 million quid when you could just fucking use him? Well,
you could have at least sent him to Strasbourg and maybe brought Santos back or something. That would have made more sense.
And this Matisse Amagu, he can play 6 or 8. Funny that. Why have we just fucked off Chukwuemeka to Dortmund? We could have just used him instead. This is what I mean about decisions that don't make sense and just stupid decisions. Instead of looking at internal solutions and trying to work with what you've already got, why is the answer to always throw more money at these players? You're telling me that this Matisse Amagu's considerably better than Sam Raksaki. Is he considerably better than Chukwuemeka? 2 players that we've overlooked, and we decide to spend £12 million on someone we don't really know much about. Why? It's baffling decisions like that which are going to cost us big places in the league.
Yeah, I think the baffling decision for me over the whole season has been Maresca playing Sanchez. I'm so glad he dropped him. I'm so glad.
Well, mate, better late than never. It should have happened about 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it's happened now, and hopefully that's now it for the rest of the season. You know, I don't want to get to Brighton or maybe Brighton in the cup. Sanchez might come in now because he's the cup keeper, isn't he?
Please don't say that.
His head will go, by the way, because against Brighton in the league here, his head went. He cost us 2 goals. If he goes there, he's going to get hammered if he plays. His head's
both
going
sets
to.
of
Yeah,
fans.
yeah, exactly. So hopefully he's not playing. Yeah, we just need Jorgensen to have a run now. Hopefully that's him in for the rest of the season now. Had a decent game tonight, made a few decent saves. You just feel so much more at ease when he's in goal. When he's on the ball at the back, you're not worried about it. You're not thinking. You're not nervous. So yeah, big plus. Hopefully he stays in for a bit longer. But let's wait and see what happens on that one. But the decision was finally made. Let's hope he sticks with it.
Yeah, and just looking at striking options as well. If Guiu's out, Jackson's going to have to play every single game. We don't have other options unless Nkunku goes there.
I mean, I think Maresca said afterwards they're both all right, but I mean, I don't know what we're given our injury issues in the past. All right, we don't really know what that actually means. In
Fofana's words, a short-term injury means he's out for the rest of the season.
Well, exactly. So yeah, look, we've got Jackson and Guiu. It's interesting that Guiu is now the preferred option at centre forward over Nkunku because Guiu come on instead of for Jackson instead of Nkunku. So it's clear that Guiu's the preferred 9 option now. Nkunku is going to play in that 10 role or whatever, you know, get them Felix minutes now. And yeah, I mean, I don't feel confident with that because you're basically relying on playing Jackson into form and him just having to play pretty much all the minutes, which is not really working. Which is why not getting an alternative striker this month was just so criminal and self-sabotaging, in my opinion.
So if I was to ask you on the spot, where are we going to finish this season?
I think we'll finish 5th. Yeah.
And who finishes above us?
Newcastle or Man City. Could be both in the end, but I think City probably will get themselves together, or Newcastle, yeah.
I mean, if we get 5th and manage to scrape Champions League,
I take it.
I mean, that is taking the piss,
just get in the Champions League. I don't care. If fifth place is Champions League, I don't care, mate. Let's just get it. They just can't be choosers,
but
mate.
we can't celebrate that as if we deserved it. We can't celebrate.
I don't care, mate. If we're there after 38 games, we deserved it.
Fair enough. Big up to you, Charlie. Thank you so much.